Welcome to Imperfect in an Uncertain World, resources for living with authenticity and purpose. How do you move from uncertainty to transition into the new? Let's talk about finding the new shiny you or becoming the real the Velveteen Rabbit discovered. Have you ever been through a particularly rough patch in your life? Now, I'm guessing that we've all been there one time or another. And some of us have had longer rough patches than others. And I'm going to let you know the past 8.5 years have been really tough. It felt like I had a lot of false starts only to be pulled back into another challenge. And I've got to tell you, there have been some pretty discouraging moments. But as a master reframer, I've usually been able to find the challenge, learn the lesson, and then take the next step on this wild, fierce, uncertain journey. And although it's been scary at times, this journey for me has been incredible. So I'm going to backtrack. In May, during a particularly tough time, I found a job while surfing the web. And while I would really usually find reasons not to apply, I decided to shush the am I qualified? Does it pay enough money? Would this resonate in my soul? Those questions, I shushed those. I applied for the job, and now weeks later, I'm poised to start a new job, a new venture. Of course, the why now rears its head. Because I'm an introspective person, I find myself wondering why now instead of some other time earlier in this almost decade journey. If I believe that there's no such thing as a coincidence, then trust that this is the right time is my only response. But really, who really knows the answer? Maybe the remnants of the answer lie in the challenges that I've met, the lessons that I have learned, and in understanding who I am and how I view the world. Maybe I needed to meet some challenges and really integrate those life lessons, and maybe I'm finally ready to make that giant leap back into recognizing who I am. So as I move from Target lady to church lady, as my son jokingly tells me, I've become two, not one, Saturday Night Live skits. I have to tell you that working retail is the hardest job that I have ever had, even harder than that brief stint I did as a waitress several decades ago. It's more than physically taxing, and although it's hard on your body, working retail is also emotionally trying and mentally exhausting. Working through the fatigue, I confronted my socially constructed reality, or how I view the world. I peeled away a lot of illusion and recognized that there was even more illusion waiting to be released. I'm finally at the point where I can see the shiny pink me of my true self peeking through the battering of illusion. Now, there have been some great experiences in the past almost 4 years. I've met some great people, learned about social injustice and social justice. I've had some tough introspective moments. I've learned a lot about the world. I've learned a lot about myself. But I have to tell you that the greatest thing is that I've come out stronger, more resilient. And I have to say, I think I'm a lot more flexible than I was almost a decade ago. The other great thing is on the other side, I'm more in tune with my empathy. I'm aware of how it helps and hinders me from being compassion's presence in this uncertain world. I'm looking forward to moving on, meeting new challenges and learning new life lessons. But mostly, I'm looking forward to being the best person that I can be in each moment. So maybe it's time for you to ask yourself some questions. Where are you on the big challenge? How have you moved through this long night? What parts of that shiny pink you are peeking through the battering of illusions? What have you found on the other side? Let me know. So I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Looking for some help? As a contemplative coach, I'd love to work on you, love to work with you using mindfulness practices and intuition tools. We'll create new strategies for you to live your best self. Additional resources are available at vanessafhurst.com. And no matter what you do, begin each day finding that pink, shiny new you that's waiting just beyond your person, waiting just beyond your consciousness. Namaste.